Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This is a general reading, so keep in mind that not all of the messages will resonate to a T because it is for many people at once. So take what resonates, dismiss what doesn't, flip and reverse as you see fit, and you will know if this is your story. So if you feel confused, it may not be for you, so don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to check your other signs. Now, we're going to get into your channeled message, Sag. Now, just a disclaimer with these channeled messages, they absolutely can be reversed and switched. This is an energy that you're going to be dealing with, so it can either be you in this energy, or you can be dealing with this energy externally, meaning it can be another person. And if you are dealing with another person, you guys can also both be in this energy and mirroring each other. So just keep that in mind. Now let's get started. For you, Sag, in the pre-shuffle, I got the Nine of Swords. Or was it the Eight of Swords? I think it was the Eight of Swords. It was like a lot of anxiety, feeling trapped by your thoughts. I saw the Three of Cups come up after it, so I feel like there's a little bit of anxiety about reunion with someone or parties and gatherings and celebrations. And then I got the anxiety card again, the Eight of Swords, and then I got the King of Pentacles right after that. So you're having some anxiety about either reuniting with someone or celebrations, gatherings, parties. You could be having anxiety about, public places, parties and stuff like that, because maybe it has to do with COVID or something else. Others of you are like having anxiety about getting back together with someone, and others of you, it could even have to do with parties and drinking. You could be a little in your head about that for some reason. The next, it's like you could be in your head and worried and having anxiety about getting back together with a King of Pentacles, somebody that works a lot, they're very financially stable, they have good money, they could be an earth sign. And others of you are worried about becoming the King of Pentacles, bossing up, but becoming stable, becoming successful. A little bit of worry about that. I did see when I channeled a vision, I got you as the archer, and you were kind of back and forth, one way, then the other way. I did see some indecision with a direction that you were going to choose, because the directions that you were kind of picking from were kind of complete opposite. So there could be different paths, different choices that you're trying to pick from, and they're completely different from each other. They're completely opposite from each other. So you have to choose carefully, and there could be some anxiety about that. It could have to do with stability, success, work, career, or other stuff in your life. And I did get like some of it was in the evening sky, some of it was in the night sky with stars. So it could be like a calming decision, something that's soothing, when like the sunset is setting. And others could be a night sky, so something more logical, something more clear. And so you had some indecision on picking a direction, but then you picked your direction and you aimed with a lot of precision. So there's something that you're doing and you're using a lot of precision to kind of aim properly, to get it right. Maybe there's some perfectionism there, and you're just doing it really well. I heard that you want to be flying and not falling, and then I did get a little bit of hints of love, so that could be connected to love for some of you that are dealing with love. It's like you want to fly in love, you want to be soaring, you want to be free in love, you want to be flying. You don't want to be falling in love for some reason. I feel like for some of you, you feel a little bit of feeling of losing control when you fall in love, so you don't like that. So after I heard flying, not falling, I did see you all of a sudden, it's like you were propelled into the air after you aimed and you shot yourself in the air, and then all of a sudden you found yourself like in midair and you lost momentum, and then you were panicking, you were screaming, you were falling. So it's like you are going to aim, you are optimistic at first with something. For some of you, it's love and emotions. But then you propel yourself. You want to be flying and free in love, but not falling in love. But then you find yourself having anxiety while you're in midair, and then this completely ruins your momentum. You stop propelling yourself, and all of a sudden you're falling because you have anxiety. And then you fall into water, which symbolizes emotions. So it's like it is a control issue. It's like you don't like falling in love because you feel like you lose control. It gives you anxiety. You panic a little bit, and then you fall into this water. I saw you swimming. You got up. You were very upset that you were in the water. You were drenched. You kind of were behaving like a drenched cat that doesn't like to be swimming. You know, and then you were coughing up all this water, being very dramatic. It's like, oh my God, like I almost drowned in there. So again, it has to do with emotions. You don't like falling in love because you seem like, it's like you get overwhelmed in emotions, and then you have a lot of anxiety and panic, and then you start choking and drowning. So you really are fearful of falling into emotions, falling in love. Now, after that, I did get a quick message of passing with flying colors. So some of you could be passing something. It could be a test, it could be school, it could be something, and you're passing with flying colors. So you do have the ability to aim with precision and be successful in things, but I feel like you're dealing with some anxiety about a few things because there could be different Sages that have different things that they're dealing with, and there's just anxiety. It's like things are going really well, you're optimistic about it, and then you panic and you have anxiety, and that kind of, it wrecks things, and it gives you the illusion that you are failing, you're falling, you're going to, things are going to be lost. But I mean, it's more of a fear. So that's your channeled message. We're going to get into your reading, Sag. Now I'm going to be fast forwarding through the shuffling for you guys to make these readings shorter. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, Sag. Now with you guys, I do see a little bit of, you guys could have a little bit of, you know, multiple different responsibilities right now. You could have a lot on your plate. There is an energy of being tired, exhausted, weighed down by something, burdened by something. Something's weighing a little heavily on you. You could, for some of you, you may even have a little bit of guilt about something, a decision that you need to make. I do see that you found yourselves at a crossroads here. You know, you have to decide on a direction that you're going to be going in. And like I said, it's like two complete opposite directions. So you have to really choose carefully, and it has to do with a new path here. It could be a relationship for some of you, and others of you, there's a career or school thing going on here. And there's a decision that needs to be made about this. Some of you are moving. I am getting relocation vibes here. And you could have school or a job that's linked to this move, or others of you, it's just a career or a job or school. And some of you may even have relationship choices to make here. I see that this new path that you need to decide on, it's something that in the future, later down the road, when things are aligned, when things are completed, you will be moving on from, you will be walking away from. So it's not necessarily a super temporary thing for some of you. And for others of you, you have some guilt because you know you need to make a decision when it comes to a relationship. You know, in divine timing later down the road, someone is going to move away. Someone's going to move on, walk away, move on. Okay, it's like you could have a decision between two people. I do get that vibe here for love. You know, you're starting off the reading here very balanced. You do have a lot on your plate, Sag. You have a lot of responsibilities. And you have a very important decision that you need to make, which is weighing heavily on you. But other than that, you are very emotionally balanced here. You're balanced when it comes to your life. And you have a decision here that needs to be made in regards to emotional fulfillment with somebody, with other people, with family, with friends. Some of you could be relocating. And it could, one of you, like, it could be one of the locations that you are thinking of moving could be closer to family and friends, and it's very emotionally fulfilling for you. But you're kind of going back and forth in your head, Sag, about this new path, about this relocation, about this choice that you need to make with the relationship. You know, you want to take a leap of faith. You want to move on from something in the future. You know you're going to make this decision. You're going to make this leap of faith in the future. But you're going back and forth a lot in your head on what direction are you going to pick. You know, one minute you could be feeling very weighed down, and the next you feel fine. It's like you're confused. What are you going to do here? You don't know. You feel guilty. You might let somebody down here with the decision that you need to make. I do see that. I see that for some of you guys that are relocating or want to relocate and move somewhere. It's like you really want to take action on moving away, relocating. You want to do it now. You want to act fast, but you're stuck. Some of you could feel stuck in the place that you're in, and you want to get going. You want to move. You feel restless. You don't like to be stuck. You don't like to stay in one spot too long, Sag. And you really want to move. It's like, oh, I want to do it now. But for some reason, there is something keeping you stuck. Now, you could feel stuck about the decision that you need to make on where you're going to move. You feel stuck because one of the places you're going to be more emotionally fulfilled, happy with family. But there is another place, another direction that you are... It's like you're stuck because both of them are really good. And you could also be trying to balance things out in your life, trying to balance out work, friends, family, and other stuff that you have going on. You could have school, a new job that you're balancing out with other things, with friends, with family. And yeah, you are very stuck here. You want to take a leap of faith, but there is something keeping you bound, okay? And I do see that you need a lot of strength when it comes to this because you don't like it. You don't like feeling stuck. You're restless by nature and you want to get moving. You want to get going. You're very passionate about going somewhere, moving away, but you can't do anything about it for some reason. Now, I do see for love here. Now, this could be for love and for relocation for some of you that are moving. I do see that this wish fulfillment here for you, moving or moving closer to family and friends. I do see that somebody is going to feel sad and at loss here because you do have to choose between two things, two people for some of you, two locations. You know that you are going to disappoint someone. If you do make a decision, you might disappoint someone. You might hurt someone as well. Because for some of you, you have two people and you have to make a decision. Some of you may not really want to get into a relationship, but I feel like some of you may be pressured by the other person. You need to make a decision. And it's like you're going back and forth in your head because you know in divine timing later down in the future, you're going to have to move on from someone else, from somebody. And you know someone's going to be hurt in their feelings. Some of you could be starting a family or have a family with someone and you're picking. Are you going to choose the person that you have kids with, or are you going to pick someone else? Maybe you're already in a marriage and you want to leave the marriage because you have someone else that you would rather be with. But you know you're going back and forth with this family situation. You feel very stuck because you want to move, you want to pursue your passions, but you know someone's going to be hurt. Yeah, someone might be disappointed here about a family situation, about wish fulfillment, and it could have to do with a new path, moving, school, relocation, stuff like that, or relationship. Someone's going to be a little disappointed here, hurt, and you feel very stuck about this. So you're very much in your head, Sag, on a decision that needs to be made. It's very important here. Some of you, I do see a little bit of energy of giving to multiple people, and it could be a little toxic for some of you. Hate to say it. You know, there could be obsession here as well. Obsession, lust. I do see for some of you there is some lust, some hookup energy, some sex, and giving to multiple people. And I feel like that floats your boat right now. You're happy in that lifestyle right now. It's like you like to be free and carefree and not bogged down, not weighed down. You like having multiple different people, like not being serious, right? Like I said, some of you really want to avoid heavy emotions. You want to avoid falling in love. You like to be free in love. You like to have your cake and eat it too. You know, you like to be in love and have other people and be free. And if this isn't you, Sag, it's someone that you're dealing with, and you could be the one that is like telling this person, you know, you're giving them an ultimatum. They have to make a choice, and they know that they're going to have to leave something in the past, leave something behind. You know, there's a lot of emotional fulfillment with this situation. Yeah, there's some player energy here. Somebody needs to leave behind. I am seeing that here. Somebody likes to keep it a little small with you, a little bit nonchalant, a little practical. And for some of you, that's not enough. You want more. You want commitment. You know, and others of you, this is you. You really want to avoid falling in love. You want to avoid diving into the emotions because you feel out of control when you're in emotions. You don't like it. I do see some obsessing here in the outcome about someone giving to other people, you know, and it does have to do with sexual types of energy, you know, sexual encounters. There could be pregnancy here. Somebody could be obsessing about a baby, a pregnancy. Someone could have slept with other people and someone's obsessing about that. They can't stop thinking about it because they want a family, but they could have been someone could have been giving to other people, and you don't know, like, is it your kid? There's some obsession with that. And others of you, there's a lot of unhealthy behaviors here. You know, there could be a little bit of a sex addiction, a little bit of an addiction when it comes to sleeping with multiple people, giving to multiple people. Definitely something to do with sex and lust here, Sag. Something to be aware of. Yeah, feeling stuck because you want to still be able to visit people, have passion with people. And if this isn't you, it's the other person, Sag. And you could be the person that's quite upset about this. You're not happy. You're disappointed about this because for some of you, you do have a family with this person. And you really want to start a relationship, but this person needs to free themselves from devil energy, toxicity, addictions. Someone's really balanced here. Okay, Sag, I feel like this is you because this is your card. But there's disappointment when these messages come in. There could be messages. There could be fast movement forward. Someone's disappointed about something. I do see someone wanting to send a message here and kind of going back and forth in their head on what they want to say, what they're going to tell them that they've decided on. They do have to communicate with someone that they are moving on from, walking away, letting go of, because there is multiple people here when it comes to love and dating, you know, and someone's going to be very sad with the messages that come in, with the news that comes in. For some of you, someone is disappointed about you moving away. You want to relocate and you know you're going to let some people down. It could be family. You know, family could be upset that you're going to move away. For some of you, you already are near family and friends and you want to move away somewhere else. And so people are going to be very sad and disappointed with this news that they receive. You know, a lot of people are going to find themselves needing to tame their emotions, needing to be strong here and patient with you. And for some of you, you may have to tame your emotions and be patient with someone else. And it could have to do with polyamory. You know, somebody doesn't want to get serious with you and they're giving to other people. They're sleeping around. For some of you, you could receive news of a pregnancy and you are going to have to really tame your emotions here because you're going to be very upset. And others of you, it's reversed. This isn't you. This is someone else. You know, a lot of news, fast movement forward, communication coming in that's very upsetting, disappointing to someone. They're going to have to hold back, tame themselves, be patient. and just move away from this. I feel like someone just wants to move away from this. They don't want drama anymore. For some of you that are female, you have children with this person and you might be relocating away from them, moving away. And it could be because somebody is not being serious, they're not being loyal, they could be giving to other people, and you're tired of this. You know, they had a decision to make, and for some of them, they chose to continue doing what they're doing. They didn't want to choose a relationship, a family, and you're very upset about this. For those of you that applies to you, there's a lot of sadness here with that, and you're just making the decision to move away. You know, this person was too small with you. They were not emotional enough with you, Sag. And if this is you, you were not emotional with this person enough. Worth one of them, because I do see different options here, and someone is going to be left behind regardless, whether you pick the person you have kids with or it's just two people in general. You know, I feel like someone in the mix here feels like you weren't giving them enough emotions. You kept it very small and practical. And this person wanted King of Pentacles energy, not Page of Pentacles energy. And that could be why in the channeled message or in the pre-shuffle, I got anxiety over bossing up, anxiety over committing, anxiety over, being committed. Because the King of Pentacles is a very committed individual. He's very devoted. He's very loyal. He's hardworking. He's ready to have a family. He's ready to settle down. And I do see someone in the mix here having this energy instead of the King of Pentacles energy. I feel like it invokes a lot of anxiety here for somebody. The idea of committing, the idea of being serious. For some of you, this could be someone that you did get pregnant by, or this is somebody that you did get pregnant, you know, and they want to be a family. They want you to settle down with them, and you're not ready, or this person is not ready. You know, they're still in player energy. They still want to fool around. You know, they like to have sex with multiple people and see multiple people. Maybe they are polyamorous and you're not, or vice versa. This is you and that's the other person. For some of you, there is a pregnancy here. Others of you, there's just multiple sex type of lifestyle here, a lot of lust. It can be toxic too when it comes to relationships. It's like there's something that someone needs to get free of, chained to. There could be drug addiction here, drinking too much, partying, drugs. That could be why someone in the pre-shuffle had anxiety when it came to partying, drugs, gatherings. And it could be third-party situations too. There is anxiety about that. There's anxiety about drinking, partying, drugs, or third parties. There's anxiety about settling down, being committed. Anxiety over whether or not this person is going to commit, because you could be having a baby on the way. Others of you want a child, you want to settle down, you want to get married, or this person wants to get married with you, Sag, and you're not ready. Someone is not ready. Now, I see that a cycle is going to be closed out here, and it has to do with mind games, manipulation. Somebody is just playing too many games here. They're not settling down. They're not getting serious. They're not being loyal. They don't want to be loyal. They don't want to be committed. They were playing games. Someone was playing games with somebody. You know, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. They wanted to have sex with multiple people. And someone could be pregnant as a result, because that's not very smart here if you're sleeping around. And you may not be protecting yourself. That could be the unhealthy, toxic thing when it comes to sex and giving to other people. You know, you may not be using protection, or this person may not be using protection. It could be very toxic and very unhealthy. Very, very unhealthy, because you could be giving people STDs. You could get an STD if you're not careful. And that could be why somebody really wants the other person to change and make a decision and settle down here. But I see somebody refusing. There's just too much anxiety there. I feel like there is trauma with this person. It could be trauma with relationships. It could be childhood trauma. There is something that makes them resistant to settling down and getting emotional. They keep things very light. They keep things very small. You know, and they're all about the sex and the passion. You know, they played too many games here, and a cycle is being closed out. Someone's done. I feel that this ending is bittersweet. It's like somebody in the mix is happy that it's over, but they're sad at the same time. They are sad with the Five of Cups. Like I said, some of you guys already have children with this person, and others of you are about to have a child with this person, and others of you want children with this person. You want a family. You are, or this person, flip it as you need to, okay? If it's you or it's the other person, somebody wants to settle down and they want to have a family, or they are expecting a kid, or they have kids already with you or with the other person, and the other person is just refusing to commit here. Something needs to be walked away from, and it's addictions and unhealthy behavior with giving to other people. Now, a little side note as well, some of you could be coming into some money. You could be getting paid some money, receiving a lot of attention, gifts, cash, and you could be starting some kind of new passion project here, a new beginning that's very exciting for you, because some of you have school. You know, you're making a decision to start a job, go into school, and but there's some toxicity here. Some of you could be obsessing, having negative thinking patterns, anxiety when it comes to this. Some of you could be obsessing about how you're going to get money to start this new project, to go into school. That's for some of you. We're going to clarify now. Let's take a look at this person that Sag is dealing with. Person that Sag is dealing with. They're in a lot of conflict. There could be a lot of drama and gossip around them as well. If you are dealing with someone that sleeps around, they could be dealing with a lot of conflict and competition in their life. And they could be very conflicted internally as well. The Wheel of Fortune, they're very conflicted about the future, about timing. This could be you as well, because it can be switched and reversed. If it's you, Sag, you're having conflict about the future, about timing, because for some of you, you want to relocate, you want to get going on something, move, start a job, and you feel very stuck. You're very stuck in your location, you're very stuck in something, and you just want to move away from it. You want to start planning, but there is something stuck, and you don't like this. It's creating a lot of inner conflict for you about the future, about timing. And for those of you dealing with the player, this person's very conflicted about the future. They're very cold. They feel like you've detached from them. And they're hurting. They're feeling heartbroken here. And others of you, they betrayed you. This person could just be very emotionally detached. They're not an emotional person, and this has caused a lot of heartache and loss for somebody else. On the flip side, they feel like you've detached emotionally from them because of the pain that they've caused you. Some of you could be getting a divorce from this person, because some of you could actually already be married to them and have children with them, and they're just cheating, and they don't want to have a monogamous marriage. They don't want to be loyal to one person, you know, and they could have gotten someone else pregnant, you know, so you're someone, there could be divorce here for some of you that are dealing with a situation like that. And others of you that are just relocating and starting a new job, starting a new path. It's like you're very conflicted about timing. You're very conflicted about the future, and you are trying to think about things logically. You're trying to make logical decisions because you know someone is going to feel hurt. Someone is going to feel betrayed. Maybe you're moving out of the family's home and they need you in some way, or you're just going to be letting someone down because of a decision that you need to make. You're going to need to put your emotions aside here and make that decision for you and not for anybody else. And you know that that's going to cause a little bit of pain and betrayal for someone maybe. You know, in the outcome here with the Devil, you could feel in a very controlled environment. If you do live with family, there could be toxicity in the living environment that you're living in. And you want to get free of this. You're tired of this. You just want to get going. You want to move away, but you feel stuck. And that's that Devil energy keeping you stuck, keeping you bound. I do see that if this is you, you are going to get balance, Sag. And this person, if this is someone that was cheating and playing around and stuff like that, I feel like they do feel that you have gotten balance. It's like they know they did cause a lot of pain, and there is divorce for some of you, but they do see that you are going to be very balanced, or you are becoming balanced. It's like this decision that you made is very balanced. It's not a crazy emotional type of decision. It's not impulsive. It's very well thought out. You are aiming with precision on what you're doing. And they see you as very balanced, Sag. And if it's you, you are aiming with precision and you're thinking things well, like you're thinking things out really well, very logically. And you are balanced. Yeah, it's like you are doing a juggling act here with things in your life. You're balancing school, work, finances, friends, and family. You're doing a really good job at this, Sag. Whatever it is that you're juggling, you're balancing things out with school and stuff like that. You're doing a really good job. You're staying balanced, which I see that here. You have a lot on your plate and you do have a decision you need to make with this new path, but you are balanced. So that's really good. Let's look at their actions that they had with you and their intentions. Well, somebody here in the mix is watching you a lot. They are keeping a close eye on you, Sag, or you, them. And someone's intentions is to have a family and settle down here. Like I said, if you are the one that doesn't want to settle down, Sag, I do see that this person is trying to make logical decisions. They're doing some investigating. They could be keeping a close eye on you or checking up on you, trying to figure out what you're doing. This person intended to have a family with you and settle down with you and get married, you know, and or just have a happy marriage if you're already married to them. But someone's not ready to do something. That's the thing for those of you that are in that storyline. Let's take a look at your independent energy, Sag. Independent energy for Sag. Independent energy for Sag. I do see somebody here offering love, wanting to express their feelings. Some of you could be receiving a love offer from somebody who gives you equal give and take. They're very generous with you. Because some of you may want to leave a family or a marriage or something to go into someone else. Because some of you guys have two people, two options. And in the outcome, I feel like if you are starting a new relationship and you are moving to something else, it's very exciting. It's very passionate. There's a lot of equal give and take. It's very balanced and someone's obsessing about this. There's a lot of obsession here. You could even feel obsessed with this new person for those of you that are making a decision between two people and choosing someone. Yeah, a lot of victory, a lot of success here for you. You could be very public about this. You could be winning money or just receiving money, and you could be very public about this. And others of you are meeting someone who is offering you emotions. And very kind, very giving to you, very sincere. Things are balanced with you guys and you have a lot of success. You know, you've gotten clarity about what you want to do, where you want to go. You've gotten clarity about your life, about a previous person. Yeah, you're starting a new beginning, taking a leap of faith with the Fool. Some of you will be taking that leap of faith and moving somewhere else. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, actions and intentions. Well, I do see that somebody in the mix intends to be a family, be married, be settled down, and the other person intends to, well, they know their decision is going to shock somebody. And they're going to disappoint someone, you know. But I do feel that this person intends to not hurt the person. They don't want them to have 5 of Cups. They want them to be more of a disappointed. So they want to let someone down easily. But it's like with their actions are going to shock people. Their actions are going to get someone by surprise. They're not going to be expecting this. So some of you could be leaving a relationship or a commitment to go into something new, and that's going to shock somebody. Those of you that had a decision between 2 things, 2 directions, 2 locations, 2 people. You know, I see you starting that new beginning here, taking a leap of faith. Someone is expressing feelings. You may be expressing feelings to somebody that you want to take a leap of faith somewhere else. You want equal give and take. You want victory here. And I do see some small energy, Page of Pentacles here, a small practical message, a small practical type of energy here. And I do see a little bit of drama, gossip, immaturity, someone exploring their options, playing the field. And I do see you very guarded about this. Someone could be very guarded about you doing this, about you going off on your own, exploring your options, being free, because you don't want to be falling in love. You want to be free in love. So you may want to keep things open, and somebody's going to be a little bit on guard against that. They're not going to trust it. They are going to feel like they need to protect themselves. So that could be you, or that could be the other person. It's like the same small practical energy here. Somebody doesn't trust it anymore. They're very guarded against it, and they're very guarded about over player energy. Let's take a look at, for those of you that are meeting someone new, starting something new, let's take a look at that. Yeah, a relationship, a strong chemical type of attraction here. Wanting to move towards that fast. But it's like, this came out like this. So it's like not exactly stable, not exactly marriage. Not exactly, yeah, it's just not exactly stable. It's a little bit on the, like, it's a little bit iffy. So some of you could want an open relationship. Some of you may not want to commit to anyone, and you just want to move towards a new connection where it's very sexual based, you know, and this could be causing a lot of disharmony in the family, in the home, with it on the side. It's like you've knocked off your stability. Some of you have a family with someone, and that's just causing a lot of disharmony. You could have been waiting for this person. This person could have been waiting for you, waiting to move forward. Others of you are waiting for the opportunity to move away, to take action on what it is you're trying to do. Yeah, more immaturity, more drama, gossip, exploring options. So some of you that are polyamorous, or you're just not ready to settle down, you are leaving something. Some of you could have had families with this person. Others of you, you were just kind of dealing with someone casually, and they dipped into some feelings. And you are basically, you're running away from them basically, and you're just starting something new. There's another person. Maybe this person is allowing you to be free and allowing you to have a polyamorous type of connection with them, because I do see that here. You know, it's not exactly committed. It's not the ideal type of monogamous type of marriage, but it's more on, you know, it's a little bit in between here. It's a little bit alternative lifestyle or alternative type of relationship here. And this person could be fine with that. This person could be fine with being passionate with you, being fun, flirty, open. Yeah, giving to other people, multiple people. This person could be somebody from the past that you've already been dealing with. You have fond memories with this person. Yeah, it's going to cause some heartache. It could end in divorce for some of you with the other situation that you're leaving. There could be heartache here. For some of you, this other person that you're going to, you could end up hurting them too if you're not careful. This is definitely, this new person kind of seems like it's connected to the storyline of polyamory and somebody wanting to fool around and just have fun. It does look like that. Let's see if I can read it another way. It's like some of you could be meeting a person you feel very strongly to. This person is going to come towards you quick, very passionate with you. This person could come from a broken home, a broken marriage as well. They could be dealing with disharmony at home, so be careful. They may actually be committed, or they may just have left a committed marriage, a family, because there was too much fighting here. And they are moving forward in their life. This could have been someone that you're waiting for, waiting to move closer to you or something like that. This person could have a child, a fire sign child, or they could just be a little bit immature, so be careful. This person could just be fun and flirty and wanting to have a good time, but they could also be exploring their other options, because I do see giving to other people. And this could be someone from the past, someone that you've been missing, someone that's missing you, but be careful, it could end in heartache, because both ways, it's like there's energy of polyamory and giving to other people and not being mature. So be careful of that, be aware of that, Sag. I hope this resonated for you, and if it didn't, feel free to check your other signs, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Vedic. Don't forget to hit that like button for me and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification so you can get notified when I do post new videos. Thank you.